right, everyone have a seat, please. All right, I've been informed that we have a verdict, so we're going to bring the jury in.
This is one of those courtroom moments where the entire atmosphere changes instantly. Notice how routine the judge sounds. But everybody in that room knows what's coming next could reshape lives permanently. The verdict is in, and now every second feels longer than it actually is. Audience question. If you were sitting in that courtroom, would you be reading body language right now? Or try to avoid looking at anyone?
And we need the alternate as well, please. All right, everyone have a seat, please. I'd ask our foreperson to please rise. Have you reached a verdict? Was it unanimous? Has the verdict been filled in, signed, and dated by you? If you'd hand it to the bailiff, please. You can have a seat. You can have a seat.
Quick courtroom breakdown. Before a verdict is read, the judge checks that the paperwork is complete and properly signed. It's sound procedural, but these details matter. Courts move carefully because even small procedural errors can become major issues later.
All right, it appears that the verdict form is in order. Madam Clerk, if you could please publish the verdict.
In the Superior Court of Cobb County, the state of Georgia versus Eugene Toby Lou Jocks. Criminal action file number 23-9-4710. Verdict. Count 1 of the indictment, malice murder. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty across every count listed. And notice how there isn't dramatic music or emotional speeches here. Just a clerk reading words in a steady voice. That's one of the striking things about courtrooms. Some of the biggest moments arrive in the calmest packaging.
On count 2 of the indictment, felony murder, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty. On count 3 of the indictment, aggravated assault, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty. On count 4 of the indictment, arson in the second degree, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
Now we're moving into something viewers often wonder about, jury polling. This isn't just a formality. The court is confirming that each juror individually agrees with the verdict and wasn't pressured into it. One person changing their answer here can completely change the situation.
On count 5 of the indictment, concealing the death of another, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty. On count 6 of the indictment, tampering with evidence, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty. This May 22nd of 2026, signed foreperson. I'm sorry, I cannot read the name.
That's Maria.
Yes, thank you.
All right, anything else from the state before we release the jurors?
Nothing from the state judge. Now, we would respectfully request the jurors be polled, please.
All right. When the clerk calls out your name, if you would please stand. In the jury room?
Yes.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict? Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Thank you. Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it still your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that your verdict in the jury room? Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you?
Yes.
Is it still your verdict?
Watch how repetitive this sounds. But repetition is the point. The court isn't chasing drama. It's chasing certainty. Every juror, one by one, confirms the same answer. At this stage, the verdict shifts from a collective decision in the jury room to an official decision of the court.
Was that your verdict in the jury room? Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict?
Yes.
Was that your verdict in the jury room?
Yes.
Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Have a seat. Was that your verdict in the jury room? Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Was that your verdict in the jury room? Was it freely and voluntarily made by you? Is it still your verdict? Would you like to look at the verdict form?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. All right. Members of the jury, thank you for your service. You have now concluded your service on the jury. You are no longer subject to those instructions I have given you about not talking to anyone about the case.
And here's an important transition people sometimes miss. A verdict isn't automatically the finish line. Sentencing is its own phase, and that can become a major proceeding by itself. The trial answers the question of guilt. The next chapter determines consequences.
You are free to talk to anyone you like about the case and the decision your jury has reached. By the same token, you are not required to speak to anyone about the case. Sometimes jurors may be contacted about their deliberations well after the case has been decided. You are free to refuse to speak to anyone about the case. That is your decision. Should anyone make contact with you who causes you any concern, or should anyone try to speak to you after you have declined to speak with them, you should feel free to contact the sheriff's office in that regard. You will now return to the jury room for your paperwork, and then I will release you from the jury room. All right, have a seat, everyone. We need to schedule sentencing, and what I propose in that regard is I'll have my chambers reach out to you guys with regard to scheduling.